All right. For the record, you are recalling.
Justin Kontny.
All right. If you could raise your right hand, please.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated.
And we are going to get back into the interview clip, but just before we get started, there were a couple of pre-interview things that I wanted to touch upon that forgot about yesterday. So one item, did you review Dodge County Sheriff's application submission that came in in the early morning hours of June 25th, 2024 regarding, so purportedly from Crystal Rasch?
Yes, I did.
And what was one of the things that stood out to you in that Dodge County app submission?
The location that was provided on Dewdrop Trail in Walker, Minnesota, I believe it was. My question was whether or not on the app, on the program that was used, if that was something that was a GPS location where the sender was actually identified through GPS on their device, or if it was a location that just could be entered by anybody. You could say wherever you were. So I did some follow-up work to determine that that location really had no merit as far as where it said it was. There was no way to verify where that actual location was. Anyone could put whatever location they wanted into that submission.
And the address that was entered into the app, what was located at that address?
There was like a family safety network is what it was called, and it was like a shelter for families and abuse victims. And to do my due diligence, I contacted that facility and tried to request some information if perhaps Crystal was located there. As typical in those type of facilities, they're not able to give direct information on somebody's whereabouts. However, I encourage them to reach back out, just as we had earlier with our local shelters, and we heard nothing back on that front. So I further reached out to that county, I believe it was Cass County, Minnesota, and I spoke with their sheriff's office. And I asked if there was any contacts whatsoever with any law enforcement agencies, with anybody by the name of Crystal Rasch, and provided her information, also verifying there was no contact made of any sort in that area.
And did you note too in the, you talked about that video, both the body cam and the squad cam video with Deputy Kukan, initially what Zachariah Rasch, one of the locations that he said that Crystal had gone before, did he mention a local domestic violence shelter?
Yes, he did.
And what shelter was that?
PAVE.
Did you also do any neighborhood canvassing here in Kleiman?
Yes. So myself and my partner, Detective Rolfs, along with other investigators, and we had other assigned staff, deputies and such, did do a canvass in the area to see if anybody had any contact with her and tried to determine when she was seen last at her house. And the consensus with everyone we spoke with was consistent with being about 2 weeks prior, around that June 7th time frame when she was last seen in the area. We also had people assigned to check with all area hospitals, as sometimes can occur with missing persons investigation. Somebody's not heard of from a while, their mail's piling up, and we are later able to determine that they're having a procedure or something done and they're just not home and available. So that's one of our first checks that is performed, and again, we did so in this case, and we're able to locate no information of her being treated anywhere.
And did you also confirm that there were no reported traffic accidents or anything like that involving anyone matching Crystal Rasch's description?
Correct, yep. As standard checks with other local law enforcement agencies and even medical examiner's offices to determine if there may have been a death somewhere outside of Dodge County with a related individual. And again, there was not in this case.
Okay, now returning back to the interview with Zachariah Rasch. We left off yesterday at 18:11. I'm just going to back it up a few seconds to 18:08, and we'll start playing it from that same spot, from 18:08, so a few seconds before we stopped yesterday. Go ahead. From clip number 5.
I have no idea.
Again, I think you're an intelligent enough guy. We've had a long conversation.
I'm serious, I don't know where that vehicle is anymore.
What happened to it?
I got repo'd. I wasn't making payments.
Okay. When?
Not that long ago.
When?
Like yesterday, I think it was.
Okay. You have any connection to that area?
No. I don't know anybody in Columbus
That's
or in Columbia
Columbia.
County. No.
Okay, what are on the Dells?
No.
Any family out that way?
No.
Okay. Outside of being in Wisconsin Dells, the city, ever cruise around the countryside or anything like that out there?
No.
Okay. So that vehicle, if it was processed, wouldn't show up anywhere in that area?
No.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge about where it would show up?
I have no idea.
What vehicle you been driving around here?
My Cobalt
The Cobalt.
Chevy.
Okay. And you talked about that being your ride back and forth to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, if you understand the gravity of this. Okay, I really, this
isn't all of
this is
This
just
is a sample.
snapshots. I want to sit here with folders and folders of information. All of this. All of these places have cameras. All of the highways have cameras. Your car is a mobile computer. Your phone is a mobile computer. Okay?
Crystal's phone is a mobile computer.
Again, I've been through tough times in my life. I can see you as a man who's been through a lot. I understand every man has a point. I could tip them one way or the other in their life. I'm asking the truth. What you know.
I don't know anything. I'm serious. I do not know where she is.
What happened to her?
I don't know. I don't know where she is.
So that transaction, back at Menards. Where that purchase is made. .32 ounce of Santeen Drano. 6 bottles of Drano. What's going on with the Drano?
Dumping down holes,
For what?
getting rid of animals.
Where do they know?
I don't know. A lot of holes have been popping up around my parents, and I'm just kind of trying to get rid of them.
Is that what brought you to do that?
Well, I don't know. I just thought I would get rid of them.
Is this something you've ever done before?
No. I've done motor oil and stuff like that and gasoline dumped down there.
Okay. Which I'd imagine working on cars you have a fair amount of, right?
Yeah.
A Drano. It doesn't make sense to me.
So I'd get rid of them faster.
What made you think that?
That just figure it'd help faster get rid of the chipmunks and stuff.
Okay. And how did you learn that, Zach?
Like reading about it
And where'd you read about it?
online.
Recently?
No, it was a while ago.
Again.
Just like I read about dumping beer outside for mosquitoes too.
Okay. That seems like a horrible waste.
I've done a lot of weird stuff.
You see how these things from our end. So how is this purchase made in Beaver Dam with Crystal's bank information? And you're making the purchase. I'm trying to find the facts here. How does that happen, Zach?
She's got 2 cards.
Okay. What can you tell me about it?
I have one and she has one.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I don't know.
I asked you very specifically if you had an account, if she had an account, if you ever used her account, if she ever used your account. And you said no. You told me that she bought some stuff with cash, large amount, in the Dells.
Yeah.
Okay. You never told me about a bank account.
I'm sure it was discussed about her bank account.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I thought we talked about her bank account.
Not the access to it. You told me you did not. That she had hers, you had yours, you didn't have joint. You talked about it, she didn't want to do that.
It's not joint, but I have a card.
Again, why didn't you tell me about that?
I should have.
Do you have that card on you?
No.
Did you have it on you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you're making these purchases in all these locations, and you're heading in one direction, you're coming back down, Why is that?
Huh?
What were you doing?
I wasn't doing anything.
What? Okay, you told me before your grandpa and your grandma, your relationship with them, right?
Yeah,
Talk about hanging on their porch to your uncle.
yeah,
And your other side in Osage Beach.
yeah.
You ever been up anywhere with them around the Dells?
No.
You ever been to Adams County?
Yeah,
When?
it's been a while
What's a while?
with her.
Okay, tell me about that.
No, we were just up there, bumming around.
Can you elaborate on that?
Went to a flea market up there.
When?
I don't remember the exact day. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You ever go to your grandpa's land up there?
It's been a while.
What's a while?
Couple months, I think.
Mm-hmm. So you weren't up there yesterday,
No,
day before,
no,
in the last 2 weeks?
no.
Okay, we've already crossed a few lines here where I know you haven't been truthful with me. Okay. Where's the silver vehicle?
I don't know. I'm serious, I don't know.
Come on, Zach. Come on.
I'm serious, I don't know.
You've made a lot of good decisions in your life, and I think you've made some bad ones too. Okay, again, like I told you, for a guy that's been through a lot of stuff on that front, I can understand it. We're at a fork in the road. The biggest fork of your life.
I'm serious, I don't know.
Showing you the tip of the iceberg of what we know. What Adams County knows. I need to talk with you, Zach.
Talk about what? I don't know.
I believe you do know.
No, I don't.
Let's go back to the Drano issue. And phones. And information that are on them.
What?
You told me before, the information on the phone, the Drano, or reading about it.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was over a
You
year
get
ago.
rid of gophers.
Yeah, and chipmunks.
Yeah.
Dump
Seems
it on
like
the
an
hole.
expensive option to me. Six of them? Not just that one.
No, there's a whole bunch of holes.
Was it necessary to make all the stops at all of these different hardware stores and Walmarts? All over, the South western side of Wisconsin. What were we buying there?
Wasn't buying anything.
You didn't remember so you remembered all these details you gave me about the Dells and your day out there and your routine day and your work schedule and all this. But when I put a picture in front of you, visual evidence of you at this location buying Drano, an air cooler in Beaver Dam, again, just one picture here of one of these many transactions, using her banking information, and just that you don't remember. Then we have the car that you're driving. We have multiple pictures. This is one. The pictures all over the place, right? And it got repo'd today. And you never told me about this until I put this in front of you, Zach. This is an opportunity to talk.
I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Could we at least acknowledge Adams County?
We were up there together.
Okay. Let's talk more about it. I believe that you were up there together.
Yeah, just bumming around.
Talk me through it.
We've got flea markets and race closeout and did some other stuff. I don't remember what we all did. Yeah, we did go to the rapids when we were up there. I think. A lot of driving around up there. I think we did go to the rapids.
When was that?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
What did you do in the rapids?
She was looking at some clothing store. Goodwill. I went to a pawn shop, and she went to someplace next to the pawn shop. So remember they had a dog. I don't remember which place she went into next to the pawn shop. Because she didn't want to go into the pawn shop, so I went into the pawn shop.
What were we looking for there?
Well, just there bumming around to did anything.
I go to this pawn shop. So you walking in and walking out?
Yeah, I was walking around in there.
Okay.
Looked at movies there too.
Where else?
Remember being at Goodwill. Taco John's. Went to a quick trip there.
How about a rural property? Adams County.
No what?
A rural, like woods property.
I have no idea.
You guys didn't stop anywhere.
I don't. We stopped at a gas station.
Yeah. Nowhere else.
I don't think so. No, I'm not thirsty.
So why had our deputy comes and talks to you? The next day you take her around back up there.
Let's go up there.
Maybe just stop lying to me. Sorry.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are. You're telling me some truths. You're telling me a lot of lies. Just want to know why.
No, why I would.
Why'd you run up there?
I can go up there.
You did.
I was only in Columbus at Quick Trip.
hurt. It's just one opportunity to do what's right.
I'm telling you, I don't
just
know where
need
she is.
You to stop lying to me. I need you to tell me the truth.
No, I am telling you, I do not know where she is.
You signed the rights. Last week, terminated the rights with the kids. We talked about it.
That was a couple weeks ago. Or more. I just figured that's what's best.
I agree with you. And that alone tells me I know.
I'm not really hurting from it. I haven't seen him for so long or talked to him, so it's kind of like best for them is to let them have him.
Yeah. I think you're right. And they're being cared for. I think that was the right thing to do. I commend you for doing that. Just need to know the why.
I've been thinking about that for a long time.
You've been thinking about getting Drano at Menards for a long time.
When the chipmunks and all that stuff started coming around digging holes, yeah.
Outside of the chipmunks. You buy any tools?
No.
What tools did you buy?
I think he was a kid. He's got a socket set. Yeah, socket set.
Where was that from?
I think it's Harbor Freight.
Okay.
I think.
I appreciate you telling me that. Because we talked about Harbor Freight before. And at that time you told me that you didn't. You hadn't been to Harbor Freight in a long, long time. So I appreciate you telling me that. Okay? What else did you buy?
Didn't buy anything else.
Okay. Again, tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean when I say that? If you don't, it's okay. I'm not trying to. It's a figure of speech some people don't follow. Do you know what I'm saying when I say that?
No.
Okay. So the tip of the iceberg in the ocean is just the end of it pops out. But the mass of it is actually under the water that you don't see. So right now, we're just getting to the tip of the iceberg. Okay? I know what's underneath. Now we could sit here we can get more photos. I'm asking you for the truth. It's a simple thing. It's the most basic thing we learn as little kids.
I don't know what you need to know. I do not know where she is.
You need to know the truth on where she is.
I don't know. I seriously do not know.
What were you doing in Adams County?
What?
What were you doing in Adams County?
I haven't been there in a while.
Yes, you have. You have.
I didn't do anything in Adams County.
So we started to kind of go there. At first you told me, never been there. And now you said you may have gone to a flea market, and that type
Yeah,
of
that's
thing.
with her.
Okay. Where else?
I'm pretty sure we went to the Rapids.
Yeah, we've established you've been to the Rapids.
I think we went to Boston.
Good.
That's about it.
Tell me about Mustard.
Went to St. Vinny's there, I think it was.
Yeah. What time frame are we talking now? When?
I don't remember.
This last trip up?
Might have been, I don't know. I went to Denny's. And some little family restaurant there. Some little liquidator store. A Speedway there.
Okay. So outside of just being at home and going to work, we've been to a lot of places. Truth,
Yeah, that's with her.
lies. Truth, lies.
Yeah, it was with those places with her.
Guess you're him.
What about it?
You got in the ring there.
It's just tape so it stays on. She's questioned that too. While I was on there.
Okay.
Because it was loose and I wrapped it with tape.
So she filed for to divorce you.
Yeah.
You always wear the wedding ring.
Yeah.
You
She
still
told
love
me.
it.
Yeah. She told me to wear it.
When did she say that?
Every time I seen her.
Did it upset you
No.
about her filing for divorce?
No.
That doesn't upset you.
No. We never even fought about it. We were still spending time together.
What was the motivation for a divorce?
Ends, that clip is 52 minutes and 51 seconds long. We can, So clip 5, I stated this on the record previously, but was at hour 1:58 and 41 seconds, ending at 2 hours and 51 seconds. Sorry, 2 hours and 51 minutes and 32 seconds into the recording. I do have another clip number 6. That starts at 2 hours, 56 minutes and 48 seconds. This will be approximately 3 minutes long.
What else? Again, we got like the 4 pages of transactions that as we're talking, we compiled.
Motor oil.
You said your car's been repo'd,
Yeah.
but in the front of that car sure looks like you driving it.
I don't have it anymore.
Go check this. I believe you don't. Not at your property on J. But we know where the car is.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah. I know you don't have it. Let's fill in the blanks. So again, when we're seeking truth, just so, I've asked a lot about what you do for a living, right? We compile all of these things, which have a whole team working diligently. It has been for quite a while. We've compiled enough that now we're here. Now is your opportunity to give me the truth, your truth.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I do not
You're
know where
not.
she, yeah,
We've already
I am.
established you're not. You're not.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I do not know where she is.
You're not telling me the truth.
Yeah, I'm serious. I am telling you the truth. I don't know where she is.
I've lost count on how many lies we've caught you in now. It's to the point now, again, all's you record.
I'm telling you the truth. I do not know where she is.
What happened to her?
I do not know.
You're lying.
No, I'm serious. I do not
You're
know.
lying.
No,
Yes, you are.
no.
That could be back and forth. Take some time. Take a drink of water. Think about what we've talked about thus far.
That's the end of clip 6. So again, that ended at 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 55 seconds into the recording. Sorry, yep, that's correct. Now on to clip 7. This one is approximately 22 minutes in duration. Starts at 3 hours and 1 minute and 59 seconds into the recording.
Car,
I don't know where that is either.
when you parked it in the woods, you
Yep.
remember that?
I ain't parking no woods.
When you weren't at Walmart, can't remember that. We weren't at Menards, can't remember that. Or you don't know. do something.
I have nothing to give you. I do not know where she is.
Did you work at all the last couple days?
What?
Did you work at all the last couple days?
Yeah,
You did.
yeah,
Regular hours?
yeah,
2 to 11?
yeah.
On all those days?
Not Monday.
Okay. What was going on Monday?
I overslept.
So then what?
That's about it.
Did you take the whole day off?
Yeah.
So you took off Monday, the 24th, right?
Yeah.
Because you overslept.
Yeah.
And the vehicle is seen up here. Yeah, I'm going. These aren't tricks. These aren't trick questions. I'm not trying to like trick you up here. Again, I'm presenting you facts. When I say you're lying to me, I'm not saying you're lying to me because I'm trying to like call you a name. I'm trying to cut to the point here that I know you're lying to me. I can prove you're lying to me. Can you give me some truth? And I do appreciate that.
I don't know where she is.
This isn't for me.
I'm serious. I do not know where she is.
This is not for me at this point. Never has been. This is another day of work. Okay? But for you, for Crystal, for the people who love you, for the people who love her,
I don't know where she is.
this is the rest of all of your lives.
Yeah, I don't know where she is.
If you don't, why were you there?
I don't know where she is.
Why were you there? You took off work, you said, because you overslept.
Yeah.
That's what you just told me. You took off work because you overslept, and then we're here. Why are we here? I'm asking. I want to know how that happened. Because I know you weren't at work. I know you were here in this car. Why were you here?
It's got repo'd.
No, it didn't. You in this car. Why were you there? We know your car is now. We've already talked about that. We already know you put it there. We've already talked about that. I'm not trying to just repeat stuff to you. You know, I just want to make it abundantly clear. Again, these are not tricks. You were here. You offered no explanation earlier. Do you have any explanation?
No.
After a deputy spoke with you, the next day you took off work and you went back up in this car. And we bought a shitload of Drano, among other things. Why?
I was dumping it down the
No,
holes. Yeah.
no. Then why would you drive up there to do that?
I was not there for that. I was there right at my parents' property.
24th,
I was right at my parents' property.
24th, same day, same transactions.
I was right at my parents' property.
You on camera, you in the car,
I'm serious. I was right at my parents' property.
standing on camera, in the driver's seat on camera.
Drain was dumped on the rabbit holes.
You were
Sunday.
on your property in the morning, probably.
What?
When you woke up, before you left and took the day off and ran back up there. But not here. Not after buying that Drano. You didn't go buy that and then go all the way back down and then end up all the way back up north. And then your car ends up there.
The rabbit holes and stuff like that and chipmunk holes, that was Sunday.
It was Sunday. So the purchase,
That was on 23rd, that was purchased.
23rd, okay. Still.
What are you burning in the fire pit out by your house?
All kinds of stuff. Garbage. Mom burnt up a suitcase. Wood.
A suitcase.
Yeah.
When'd you burn that?
Yesterday.
Your mom did?
Yeah, she was in the house. She was getting rid of stuff.
Okay. What kind of suitcase?
Those old, crappy thing. She was cleaning.
Yeah.
It was a blue suitcase with another suitcase inside it.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That was it.
What time was the burn?
I don't- 3, 4 o'clock. She burnt some food, marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
Some nuts. Oh, that was a bunch of boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have an old pallet on there.
Were you helping her out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
I was just throwing the stuff on there. I didn't even carry stuff out of the house and
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
mm-mm.
Okay. So again, I gotta go back to it. 'Cause it's still something I don't know. How are you up here? And why?
Looking for her.
You were looking for her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me more about it.
Never found her.
As much as you can tell me about your day that you took off work to go look for her. Tell me about it.
Just went driving around looking for her.
Where?
Just around Columbia County.
Why there?
Places that we normally go to.
Such as?
Like, I drove past St. Vinny's.
Mhm.
And I drove around like other places.
Where else?
Up by Portage a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's where this would have been when you were up looking for her.
Yeah.
How far did you go past Portage?
Not very far.
I appreciate that. Okay, but it doesn't explain why that got left there. You told me earlier that was repo.
It's up for repo.
I believe that. But you never told me after you dumped this car. And
I didn't dump it.
where's the car?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's the car in the woods.
What?
If you don't know, how did you get home?
Your mom came and picked me up.
And which vehicle?
Hers.
Which one?
The Buick.
Okay. Where'd she pick you up at?
In Portage.
How'd you get to Portage?
I drove that.
And then where did it end up?
I don't know.
Okay, so you drove to Portage. I just want to make sure I'm getting all this right, okay? So you take off work in the morning, right?
I work in the afternoon.
You take off work for the day because you were oversleep. You decide to go looking for Crystal.
Yes.
What time do you start work?
2.
You overslept and it's 2:50.
Up there, it's 2:50, mind you, not here. So it would have took you a while.
I didn't get up. It was like 2 o'clock or a little after 2 I got up.
Okay. All right. So as you're telling me, you oversleep. You call in for work. You decide I'm going to go look for Crystal.
Yes.
Okay. What made you decide to do that that day?
I went on Sunday too looking.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving around Dodge County looking.
Okay. What was your intention if you found her?
Try to get her to come back.
To come back where?
Just back anywhere.
Okay. So you're on your way up there. You stop again, a couple spots. You at some point decide, well, I'm going to drop my car in Columbus. Is what you told me. You parked, right?
Portage.
Portage. Okay. So, and then you have.
I didn't drop it. I came out and it was gone.
Okay. You came out of where?
The store.
Which store?
Walmart. I think it was Walmart.
Okay. And about what time would that have been?
I don't remember.
What if we said we talked to your mom?
Okay. What for the truth?
Mom's not a liar.
We don't have your mom on camera.
When I was at Quick Trip, I was driving her vehicle.
I'm sorry, what?
I was driving her vehicle at Quick Trip. I paid for gas in Columbus.
Where did your mother pick you up?
Okay.
She told us.
She picked up Portage.
You just said Columbus.
No, I put gas in her vehicle in Columbus at Quick Trip. I used my card.
What did you tell your mom about why you needed a ride from there?
Vehicle's getting repo'd.
Doesn't explain all the other pages that we have. So after the vehicle's repo, you transfer over to your mom's car, the Buick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about what you did after that.
Didn't do anything.
Well, you did something. You told me that you put gas in her car.
Yeah. Went back to their place.
Okay. And specifically, you put gas in her car with
Quick Trip.
Quick Trip,
Columbus.
Columbus.
Which you never go to because you prefer Speedway. Anyway,
But I wasn't going to drive all the way to Watertown.
well, you said you never went to Quick Trip. So.
Yeah, I normally don't. But they're cheap.
Anyway, I just point out that yeah, it's just more of the
So
same.
they're only 3.0 something a gallon.
Yeah, it's just more of the same.
So you get home. You say you drive.
Yeah.
Did you make any other stops that you didn't tell us about?
No.
Okay, so you don't make any stops. You get home, and then mom decides we're gonna burn a suitcase today.
No, she started cleaning.
And just on the same day, we're randomly gonna burn a suitcase, burn some Drano bottles, and what else?
Boxes. A lot of boxes. Magazines.
Yeah. Or in the boxes.
Food. From the food pantry.
Mm-hmm.
They were rotten. It was rotten.
Okay. And what, like, where's this fire pit at the property, at your place?
By the mountain system.
Okay. You guys burn garbage often?
Yeah,
Yeah. When was the last time before that you did?
Sunday.
On Sunday?
This Sunday.
Was that you as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just clarifying.
So that ends at, again, that's clip 7 is 3 hours and 23 minutes and 7 seconds into the recording. And we're gonna keep going for Judge, the next clip.
What's that? Your mic.
Sorry, I had it on, turned it off. The next clip we have is clip 8. 3 hours and 32 minutes and 25 seconds is when it stops, or starts. It'll stop at 3 hours, 46 minutes and 42 seconds.
So another 20 minutes. And how many more are you intending to play?
So I guess that's up to the court. There's a total of 17 clips. Most of them are less, about 10 to 20 minutes. There's one longer clip left. The rest are shorter in duration. So I can play however long, clip 8 that the court wants me to, and pick up whenever.
All right, well, let me ask the jury. It's obviously Friday. You've obviously been with us for...
Not that anyone's counting.
Okay. I'll go with 5. 5 days. At this point, would you prefer to take a break and come back on Monday and start fresh? There's a lot of...
And just so the jury knows,
There's a lot of nodding in the affirmative.
for the state's case in chief, Justin Kontny is our last witness. So as far as the state's case, I believe we would likely conclude Monday.
So, all right. Consensus it appears to be, let's knock off for the week and go from there. All right, folks, lest I let you out of here with repeating myself for the 5th time. 5th time, got it. I got visual aids here. Folks, there's going to be obviously 2 days, and I'm sure you're probably going to miss me terribly, but please remember my words. My words are that you should not discuss this case. You should not listen to the radio about this case. You should not do any computer searches. You should not listen to any television reports or watch any videos regarding this. And please keep your family from asking or talking about it. They may have some idea what's going on, but you absolutely can't do that. Understand if in fact you don't follow these rules, it may be that I have to excuse one or more of you, and if we can't complete this trial, we'd have to start all over again. So please, it's a lot of expense to the taxpayers. It's so important for all of the parties that you stay with us. So with that. And there is good news. My mixer was delivered today. So we will have carrot cake on Monday. All right. Have a great weekend. All right, anything before we break?
The state is going to file at the end of the day today a motion for reconsideration on the messages that we addressed earlier. So we will file that at the end of the day, and I am just requesting that that be taken up before the close of the state's case, so we can do that on Monday morning or just before the conclusion of
We will do
Detective
that on
Kontny's.
Monday morning. It'll give me something to do this weekend. Thank you.
8:30, Your Honor?
That is it, 8:30. We'll
Thank you.
actually, we'll start at 8:15. We'll deal with that motion to reconsider. We'll bring the jury in at 8:30.
Thank you.
Folks, have a nice weekend.
You
Thank
too,
you.
Your Honor. Thank you.
We are adjourned.